Alright Ravers, how are we doing? Hope everyone's well. Just thought I'd knock up a quick video about my EDC for raving. So my everyday carry for raving. That's basically it as you see it there. Some bits I take out if just going for an overnight. I'll go through the bits with you, and here we go. First is my trusty GShock. It's actually quite big. I think the face is about 42mm ish, maybe 45. It's a GShock GA series, which is the pilot series, and this basically is indestructible. Normally take this raving basically because it tells the time. It's also got a compass on it, so if I get lost I'm good to go. Quite expensive when I got it. It's probably about 4, maybe 5 years old now. I think it was nearly £400. Probably my most expensive sort of knock around watch. Probably seen me wear it a few times. So that's what I take raving also. Next is my trusty work watch, which is upside down. Yeah, 2 different times as well on there. Trusty work watch. This one is light as a feather. Don't really care if I lose it. All depends where I'm going raving, where I possibly don't want to lose my other one. Brilliant for lighting up the time in the night, and when it's dark press a button and you got the time. Really cheapo, about 17 quid, scratch to hell. Use it for work, use it for everything, use it for camping. I think it was about £17 from Decathlon. Does the job. Really super light as well, which is handy. Obviously that goes on my wrist. Next everyday carry item definitely is a bandana, cotton bandana, or a sort of face towel. I do usually use a face towel, but I can't find it at the moment. But this folds up small, stick it in your back pocket, basically to absorb sweat, because raving gets bloody hot, whether it's winter, summer, whatever. Very hot. Need to mop your brow, wipe your face after dancing for 10 hours straight, 14 hours straight, however long you're going for. Really thin, really light, fits in your back pocket. Yeah, does the job. A sweat wipe basically. You can also take wristbands, but they look a bit like you're going to play tennis, so I don't recommend them. That's that. What else we got? Portable charger. Again, this is one I take camping, take all sorts. Does the job, charges my phone about 1.5 times now. Used to do it about 2 times. I think it's running out. But it was about £15 from Argus, I think. So all this goes in my pocket. All these items I'm picking up now, apart from obviously 2 watches, I'll just carry one. These other items go in my pocket. So if I'm not taking a man bag, these go in my pocket. Makes your pockets a bit heavy, but it's easy. So there you go, portable charger. Always need that, just in case your phone loses charge, especially when you're filming and you want to contact your mates later after you've lost them. That's what you need. Let's go for the traditional sunglasses. These are prescription sunglasses. Had these a while. You've seen me wearing them. They look black here, but they are actually sort of a brown tint. Nothing super expensive, just standard Specsavers or something like that. They'll also go in my pocket for obvious reasons. When it's all stroby and really bright, stick your shades on. You look a bit of a Norbert inside a dark place with shades on, but there's plenty of other people with them on, so I don't really care. Next items, these are a must-have. Now, I normally have mint Mentos, although I do have fruity ones. Half a packet of them, half a packet of extra strongs, or half a packet of Mentos. Normally lasts an evening. So obviously 1 to freshen breath, 2 just to give you something moist in your mouth. Most of these raves and things I go to, you can't actually take water in or drinks in. Pretty much wherever I've been around Europe, Germany, Netherlands, etc, 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 UK, you can't take a drink in with you at all, for obvious reasons, because they want you to buy their stuff. Sometimes you can't take food in. You definitely can't take chewing gum in most of them. The ones outside in Germany, etc, and Amsterdam, you can, but it all depends on the security guy on the door. But UK, certainly inside, you can't take chewing gum or anything, because it obviously everyone spits it out and it clogs the floor up and everyone gets sticky shoes, blah blah blah. They normally let you in with these in though, no problem at all. So pack of extra, might edit that bit, might not. Pack of extra strongs, pack of Mentos. Lovely they are, those fruit ones. Next, normally this is if I'm going out for a day one in Europe, brunch bar of some description, maybe 2, just to snack on throughout the day. You don't want to be buying a lot of the stuff from these places because it's extortionate unless you're really starving, and the queues are humongous as well for like burgers and stuff. So unless you're really starving, a couple of these during the day. If you eat before you go, a couple of these during the day, a few Mentons and plenty of beers, then you're good to go. So if I have a bag, which I'll come to in a moment, I normally have a couple of those in there, or similar sort of items, because they don't melt too bad either when it's too hot. Let's go for these. Right, always normally carry 1, possibly 2 bottle tops in my pocket, and for reasons that I've just mentioned, that you can't take water in to these places. But certainly in the UK, if you buy a bottle of water, which I drink a lot of water when raving, obviously, because you do sweat a bit, UK tend to take the bottle tops off for some stupid reason. I think it's something to do with throwing them at people and things like that. Well, which is a pain in the butt, because if you're going back to watch a particular DJ do his thing and you're standing in there for 2 hours and it's steaming hot and you've got a bottle of drinking, because I normally carry mine in my back jean pocket because they fit in there lovely, I'd normally have 1 or 2 bottles of water, and if you've got no lid on it and someone squeezes up against you or pushes you or whatever, you then got a wet arse. So I normally take 2 different types of bottle top, and they normally fit any bottle basically, or you can make it fit so it doesn't spill so bad all down your arse crack, because you certainly don't want that. So that's a top tip. Always take a bottle top. Sometimes they will take them away if they spot them at security, but normally you can just hide that in the bottom of your pocket, and unless they search you thoroughly, that's they're not going to get found. Same with chewing gum really in a lot of places, but you know, you never know. Lastly is a Zeman bag. This I got off my son. Oh, it's not last actually, I've got another one under. This is basically a Nike man bag. My son got it, he's now upgraded his to a better one. Fantastic, loads of pockets, big pocket in there. That's good for taking lots of items, you know, bit of food, few packets of Mentos. If you're on a long day one when you're in Europe and they're outside, you can put your charger in there, put a really thin t-shirt in there if you really wanted to. Only downside to it is if you're dancing all day or just mucking about all day and it's around your sort of part of your neck, this does abrade your neck a little bit, especially if it's really hot and you've got sun cream on. I prefer not to take a bag, but if I have to, then that's the one that goes with me. I also use that for travelling and stuff as well. So when I'm travelling to there, I'd have that with my passport and stuff in it, and you can just grab things quite easily. Plus a backpack normally. And lastly, these little beauties here. If you want to protect your ears, which I suggest you do, especially if you go raving, even if you're young, these are Alpine earplugs, basically music earplugs for concerts and stuff. Not expensive, about £15. And if I can get one out, they just pop out like so. You do get a little applicator with them so you can take them out of your ears, but because my ear hole isn't actually that big, it basically fits in and I can plug them in and out. And these They should make headphones like these actually, because they seal up your ear really well. It's like a double plug. And it cuts down decibels by, I think, 35 decibels. But you can still hear music pretty crisply through it. It basically goes through this little, can't really see there. Can you see? Is it going to focus? No, but down the end there it's got like a core, an open core, but it basically stops so much treble going down your ear hole, which is what basically gives you ringing ears. And if you go to as many raves as I go to nowadays, then you know, one rave can knock you out for a couple of days and you can't hear sod all and just got a ringing in your ears. I just basically pop in there, clip it up. I just normally stick that in my coin pocket of my jeans. Haven't lost it yet, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. They're like, you know, 15 quid or whatever it is. Really super handy, and if you go into raves, I suggest you do get some because they're bloody excellent. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. I can't remember the exact name of them, but they're like concert earplugs or something like that. You know, you can get really super expensive ones that go on, you know, £200-300, but you know, for the odd rave, odd music concert, whatever you go to, these are the kiddies, and really small, tiny, no problem at all. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little EDC rave thingy. That's the information over. Catch you soon. Got to mention, as you're watching this, I'll actually be in Brussels for an all-weekend rave this weekend, which is the 26th of April, Friday night I'll get in Brussels. So this will come out probably about 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, and I'll already be arriving in Brussels from my Eurostar train from London. So that's all you're going to get this week, is just this one, and then possibly a ravey one. Wild camping ones will resume as soon as possible, but I've got 3 in my EDC series, so I'll just stick those up as and when, little fillers. Alright, have a great weekend. Cheers.